What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Screen Sanctum reaction. I'm Steve. Today we're going to react to Community Season 6, Episode 4, Queer Studies and Advanced Waxing. Ooh, baby, what are we in store for? Today, last week, there was some controversy at Greendale. Apparently, they thought a cute little pup got a degree. That cute little pup's name was Ruffles. But as we saw, Ruffles was enrolled, but didn't graduate. So that loophole allowed Greendale to kind of win that little battle with City College. But today is a new day and a new episode. And before I get into it, if you want to see this uncut reaction and all of my uncut reactions, please head over to Patreon. It helps me out greatly. There's something for everyone and still my free tier. But it's time for some waxing in 3, 2, 1, go.
Always scared, Daniel-san. Miyagi hate fighting.
Oh, God.
Line?
Yeah, but you like karate.
Right. Yeah, but you like karate, though. Okay? From the top.
Always scared, Daniel-san. Miyagi hate fighting.
Line.
Freaking Chang.
You got a problem with that, racist?
No.
No? You're acting now?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Unclear.
Donkey Kong my ass. That's construction snake.
I don't practice law anymore.
Why would a tree throw eggs at a snake?
Why would a plumber be fighting a monkey?
I don't know.
Exactly.
The Wi-Fi's still broken.
Why would a plumber be fighting a monkey?
My emails to her get bounced back to me in Aramaic, and when I call, I hear an undulating, high-pitched whistle that makes my...
You gotta scratch their back to get something done.
I'm pretty handy with technology. I'm assuming it's still the same. Smaller holes, more bytes. Well, what are we up to now, Mega?
Tara.
Woo.
Terra.
Hey, look who's back. I thought we'd never see them again.
You're surrounded.
What would you think about moving up? Joining us on the board.
Me?
Oh, God.
I would love to be on the school board.
More thing.
Who would they...
You're, gay, right?
Oh.
Like, openly?
Oh, God.
You guys canceling the Pride Parade for a school board parade.
Those guys get to dress fancy all year.
No.
We have one day.
No, this
We have one day.
That gayness could be a rocket, thrusting you to new gay heights.
and if you're not, well,
I feel like dude with
There's a
the
lot of gay
white
guys
hair
out.
might be gay. Just not openly.
gay Dean, gay Dean, gay Dean, gay Dean. I'm begging you to
Don't
be
fall
a
for
gay-
it, Dean. They're just using you.
What's going on?
There's a bird's nest in there with babies in it. The mother must have built it there because of the heat.
Those birds aren't the new IT lady. I am. I'll move it carefully.
Yeah.
The mother won't come back.
Kid.
Talking about his own mom.
But we can't do any of it while scheduling our evolution around the needs of the least lucky birds.
And another thing I'll probably say every episode, Keith David is phenomenal.
Can't you just stall by doing what real IT people do?
What's that?
Exactly.
But they need Wi-Fi. You need it.
Daniel-san, why you want learn
Oh,
karate?
I love him from
Sorry,
Superstore
that's it.
and Fallout.
Who are you?
And him from Parks and Rec.
You mind coming up here and reading with your friend?
Okay, if it helps.
He didn't do so great before.
Daniel-san,
Oh,
why you want?
Okay, no, sorry.
Don't
No.
do an
You
accent.
read Daniel-san, you read Miyagi.
That's pretty racist.
Faucet's really leaky there.
I.
When you gonna fix it?
After.
Oh, Chang is sad.
Team, because one of us is so talented, she got cast outside her gender, and the other one got cast because of eye shame.
All right, IT lady. How
Still
goes
waiting
it?
for the advanced
I found
waxing
your
part.
And?
Oh, maybe wax on, wax off.
30 years ago, the most power the openly gay could achieve was the center square.
But I'm not
You gotta be
just
old
gay.
What does that mean?
to get that one.
When a person becomes symbolic, they gain symbolic power at the price of independent power.
Oh, God.
And all I have to do is pare down my sexuality to simple gayness, which is
Easy.
heavily in the mix.
There you
Just
go.
think of Jeff all day.
I am so curious.
Oh, you don't like it.
All right. This is a pretty basic scene.
Hey, come fix faucet. Lucky no hurt hand.
Okay. Can I see this toolbox?
Oh, God.
This is good. Got it.
What?
I got distracted because the tools were doing a better job than you. So reabsorb that disgusting droplet of salt and bad choices back into your doughy body, and then call your mother.
Come on,
to see if
Annie,
you can
stick
be
up for him.
Your own Dean Craig Pelton has been selected to join the board of Colorado Community Colleges.
Did they give him a fake boyfriend?
And, my
Freaking
partner...
Jim Rash is so good.
Very proud of my Craig.
Oh,
Which happens to be gay, which is great, but irrelevant. It gets better.
Oh, God.
Confine yourself to your role, Domingo.
He must really love Jeff, because Domingo is a handsome man. Greendale Gay Dean, I'm gay, says Dean. Called it.
There is nothing about your performance that is believable. See,
He's
we only
really
hit
good at
things,
playing an asshole.
and I'm not hitting you.
I
You are the
hope Chang
worst
kicks his
actor I've
ass.
ever directed, and I directed both Wahlbergs. Annie does a bit with the four Sanders, Miyagi is amused, and Kenny gets me another goddamn cup of coffee with 6 Splendas in it.
He's directing a community college play.
I should threaten to quit.
Or just quit.
Yeah.
Well, if I threaten to quit, maybe that will be enough for him to stop.
Ah, Annie.
There's a bird's nest in the router. Now, if you want to fire me, fire me. Either way, until those birds are gone, nobody gets any closer.
Okay, Elroy. I like it.
If you move them, the mother won't come back. Keep up the good work.
Aw. Dean knows his stuffs.
Knock, knock, knock. Anybody home? Oh, look, there's nobody here. Oh, it's so dusty. It's almost like nobody's been here in years.
Come on, Annie.
A note. Noriyuki Morita was nominated for an Academy Award for his performance. Ralph Macchio showed up.
Oh.
And suck it out with a straw. So you can take a flying kick and a rolling donut.
I did not
Fine.
expect this.
Oh my God, you're like doing a terrible Vinnie Barbarino up here. But I know you're not capable of anything better, so that's why I've been so nice to you.
That did not go the way she or I expected.
This is on video.
Guys,
This is 2 white security guards versus 1 unarmed black man and 2 baby birds.
Hell yeah, Elmo.
stand down.
Why do I keep
Stand
saying
down.
Elmo?
No security.
Elroy.
No weapons. Man versus 1 unarmed, openly gay Dean.
Ooh.
Gay Dean, Gay Dean, Gay Dean,
Oh my God. They should have got Dolly Parton to sing it.
I'm begging you to be gay
Aw.
for the school board.
That's
Gay
sad.
Dean.
I belong to one of the most marginalized and least openly honest groups
Oh.
in America. I am a politician. I am tired of being in this particular closet, so I am coming out now.
He's coming out as a politician.
Any of you guys smell a bird murderer?
I came here to apologize.
Well, I hope your apology comes with a beak and hollow bones and a special magnet in its head.
Isn't Chang's play tonight?
If any of you go, you're supporting abuse.
Oh, dial it back, Annie.
But the right one, in the right role, can change the world.
If they actually get Ralph Macchio for this, that would be
Found the right one.
crazy.
He replaced me with Annie Kim?
Ow!
Sorry, you okay?
You got a lot of nerve, old man. But I like that. I like that. Name a place.
Done. Complication at birth. Sir.
Emotional Karate Kid.
It can't.
Abed is fascinated.
Oh, shit.
We did it, Mr. Miyagi. We did it.
Good job, Chang.
I am at a total loss about what lesson to learn from any of this.
Maybe that's the lesson.
There is no lesson.
I guess all the actors go to some sort of actor bar together. So I'll see you guys in school. Bye.
Oh, when was the last time we saw Chang genuinely happy?
We are gathered here today to celebrate the release of this bird into these skies.
One
And its now fully
survived.
formed wings may find purchase upon the four winds.
That's so thoughtful. Go. Fly, little birdie. Oh, Abed's its mama now, I think.
Just the way it is.
Oh, it did fly. Good job, Abed. No, don't make it. Oh, I thought they were gonna electrocute it. I honestly got scared right there. This is one of the few, well, not one of the few, one of the more recent episodes of Community that actually had sort of a social message behind it. It's kind of been a while since we had one. And I mean, obviously queer studies was it. I know throughout the entire series, we see Dean Pelton. He absolutely adores and loves and hits on Jeff, but that does not mean he's gay. There's a lot of other things, sexualities that the Dean can be. So it's like, even if you see that happen, you can't just be like, oh, the Dean is definitely gay. He should be on the board as the gay Dean. Still like pigeonholing him into something that we aren't even sure that he is. He hasn't said what he is, you know? So he could be anything. He could be bisexual. Like, we just don't know. So that's what I got from that part of the story. Obviously, things like that happen in real life. I don't catch too many things when I'm watching shows, but I caught that. Something happened, they needed a token, and Dean was it. And, you know, when you're presented with an offer for something that you want, it is kind of hard to say no, right? They basically told him, this is why we need you on the board. Dean was smart enough to understand what was going on. But when things like that happen, we'll usually say to ourselves, like, this is how it's going to start, but I'm going to make them change their mind, and I'm actually going to get some work done. Like, I'm going to be able to do it my way eventually, you know? But once they forced him to get those birds out of the Wi-Fi, he realized that I'm nothing really. I am just a quote unquote gay dean to fit this agenda. So the school really gets what it wants. And that's not what the dean wanted. As we saw, he quit. Funny enough, he didn't actually quit. He had them fire him for being a politician, which that was the only part of this episode to me that was just like, all right, I guess that's what you're going to do. I didn't fully understand that part. It didn't really have an effect on me. I would have preferred if he would have quit because of his morals. That would have, I think, worked better for me. You know, I think that would have actually been perfect. You want a job, they offer you it under the pretenses that you have to pretend to be something you might not even be. You get kind of humiliated. Usually you would want to leave on your own accord, and he should have just quit to me. The advanced waxing was really funny, and I said this earlier, Ken Jeong is a really good actor. He's a really good actor, and I always say it not because of everything else he's been in, but specifically Community. Besides this episode, and I say this a 1,000 times, and besides season 1, he gets absolutely nothing to do, and he kills it every time because he's such a great actor. So it's funny to see when they do a plot where it's like, this character, who in real life is a great actor, wants to become an actor and is not good at it. I think it might be hard for a good actor to pretend that they're not, if that makes sense. But Chang did a great job at being bad, and then the twist was amazing. Like in comedies like this, yeah, there are some twists that I don't get, but it's this one I was not even looking, and I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. I honestly thought he just wanted Chang to do a stereotypical Asian accent, and Annie was fine because she's pretty. Because usually that's what happens. Annie gets things in this show because she's pretty a lot of times. So it was nice that they subverted my expectation, that they flipped that on its head. And even though you shouldn't be yelling at your actors if you're a director, like, he is not a good director. Like, he's super toxic. But it was interesting and cool in a storytelling sense that the reason he was doing that is because he knew, or he felt, that Chang was actually the really good actor. He just had to pull it out of him. And Annie was just like, this character is not even important. Like, I don't really care, you know? And I'm glad that he didn't say something like, this character is not important. You're pretty, so you could do whatever you want. Like, he didn't even say that. He basically was like, the character's not important. You're not really a good actor. I just need you to be there. So I really did enjoy that twist. That was pretty cool. And I got to apologize. I don't know what's going on in my brain for calling Elroy Elmo like 3 times this episode. I mean, obviously they both start with EL, and I guess Elmo is like the name that I say most times, but it is Elroy. Keith David, Elroy, amazing actor. And again, every time he gets lines or every time he's just on screen, he just eats it up. He doesn't even have to say anything. It's amazing how good he is. Yep, this was a good one. I think this might have been my favorite episode of season 6 so far because it had a little bit of a story and a social issue that a lot of people can relate with. And technically it had 2, to be honest. Even though the advanced waxing was like the funny part of the episode, it's still something that happens a lot of times in Hollywood or in general, where people are just placed certain areas because they're pigeonholed. So it was kind of similar between Dean and Chang. You know, the twist kind of puts that on its head. Dean, they wanted to kind of pretend that he was gay. They didn't even know he was. And then Chang, we thought, was only given this part because he was Asian, but it's not. It was because he's a great actor. So Chang and the Dean kind of went through the same thing, but opposite, if that makes sense. Anyways, what did you all think of this episode of Community? What do you think of my reaction and my thoughts? Let's talk about it in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, guys.